Hey everybody, this is Courtney from Dandelion Branding and welcome to our channel. This is the Dandelion Branding channel and here we talk about all things around sustainable marketing. We also have a podcast called Environmental where we deep dive into different aspects of sustainability and folks who are working in the sustainability industry and they've got some innovative solutions. So if any of that is of interest to you, then definitely subscribe to this channel. Today, I'm going to be talking a little bit about a fail, to be completely honest. But it has a lesson in the end. So stay tuned. It's a little bit of a story time, if you will. So the video that I was planning on doing today is not the video that you're watching. So this is a lesson in creating content that you think your audience will like versus something that is actually sustainable for you and something that is kind of feels right for you and sits true with you and how you reconcile those if they may be different. The story began because I was trying to come up with a new concept for a video and potentially a series of videos to create for you guys. And a lot of our audience comes to us through this guide that we've created. It's called our Marketing on a Budget guide. It is awesome. It's a downloadable free PDF that shows business owners how you can market your business like the pros for less than $100 per month. And we absolutely love this guide. We're super proud of it. We made it when we were first starting, and it is still one of the main reasons that folks are joining our email list and becoming part of our community. So that's awesome. And because the theme of that is sort of, it's giving you insight into the tech tools that we use in order to market our business, I was considering creating a series here on YouTube to talk about new tech tools. And I was going to start something, download a new program, start using it for about a month, and then do a review of that program for you. Well, so it turns out that when starting to do that process of looking for new tech tools to review, it didn't really feel right for me. And I'll tell you why. So this idea of always looking for the newest, latest, greatest, trendiest new program to use is inherently unsustainable. And it's sort of rooted in this capitalistic idea of, or this desire to be an early adopter of some of these to get in before they're cool, right? And that's just kind of something that I didn't really want to perpetuate, I suppose. And don't get me wrong, I love new tools when they come along and they make things more efficient, they make it easier to run a business, they make something about how you are operating better. But it turns out that there are way more platforms out there that do not do any of those things and are actually just kind of adding to your workload and actually kind of take more time to be working within that system than actually on your business. And they just don't really add anything that can be part of your holistic marketing structure and your business operations in more than one way. And offering a singular solution platform might be helpful for some, but in general, having a piecemealed marketing operation that is a bunch of different platforms that don't connect to one another, don't communicate with one another, isn't the way that we want to recommend that you run a business. And So that concept just kind of didn't feel right. But I will say, if that's something that you might be interested in, and if you are liking the kind of review videos that I've done in the past, then definitely let me know. Comment and let me know if there is a particular platform, maybe something that you're comparing and you don't really know what you should choose. I would love to dive into those and be able to kind of give my thoughts and opinions on those programs, so that, you don't have to waste your time or your money doing it. I can do it for you. So that was just sort of an interesting lesson in trying to create content or thinking about creating content for a particular subset of our audience, but it actually didn't really feel right in practice because of what we're trying to kind of curate. And inherently, when you choose to focus more on sustainability, there is definitely an unlearning process. So I still very much fall into some pitfalls around, wanting to use cool new tech tools. And so it's something that, you're not alone if you're wrestling with that as a concept as a business owner. So I do still think that there would be an interesting idea for a series, but because, when we were getting started, we were broke. We were starting a business, we had no funding, we were doing it all on our own, and we used a website called Appsumo, which is awesome, by the way. It has some incredible deals. I'll link it in the description, definitely. They've got like a ton of different tools that can help you with really kind of anything that you want to operate your business. And we were able to get some really, really great deals on software that helped us kind of fill in the gaps for things that we didn't have or didn't have the like technical skills to utilize at that time. And in fact, that marketing on a budget guide that I mentioned at the beginning was made using one of the tools that we purchased through Appsumo. Because at the time, we didn't have a way to create a really nicely designed PDF that had clickable links. This was like not even that long ago, but that was like literally something that was very challenging to do. You really couldn't do it in anything that wasn't like a Google Doc or now, it's super easy to do that. But at the time, there weren't a whole lot of tools that allowed us to design a document and add links. So Appsumo was really, really helpful for us then. And so it can still be really a fantastic platform to check out if you are looking for a specific solution or if you have any sort of specific needs in mind. But also recognize that there are a lot of tools on there that may not add a ton of value and probably just do one singular thing. And there might be more efficient tools out there that that do a little bit more, that you can use them in a couple different ways. And so you're not you don't have a bunch of random one-off pieces of software or programs that you use that just do one singular thing. That's a kind of a headache, right? And so that's really what we wanted to kind of avoid. And we didn't want to make you feel like you needed to download all of these things. Because in all honesty, our tech stack really hasn't changed much since we first created that marketing on a budget guide. We still use every single platform that we mention there. I'll also add a link to that in the description. Definitely worth a download if you're just getting started and trying to create some sort of marketing system, but you're on a budget. We got you. So really, yeah, our operations has not changed much. Really, the biggest difference is that we were able to kind of purchase pro plans or larger plans on all of those platforms which is awesome, right? Like, it's great to not have to like change the platform that you're using as you grow. You can just like add more users or add more functionality or something, but you don't have to like completely change how you're operating your marketing or like transfer a bunch of stuff over. That's a huge headache. And yeah, we want you to be able to grow and scale with the systems that we recommend to you. And some of the programs that are on Appsumo, not calling out Appsumo at all, but some of the programs that they offer maybe aren't that scalable or aren't, as kind of universally necessary, I suppose. So the moral of the story is really quality over quantity, I suppose. And when it comes to tech tools, it might seem really appealing to constantly want to try out the newest, latest, and greatest, coolest programs out there. But if it's going to be, a huge lift in trying to learn that program and trying to integrate it in other things that you're doing, and if you spend more time kind of working within that particular program rather than running your business, that's not helping you. It's really not. And so I just wanted to put that out there. Really, the main things when you're operating your marketing that are actually necessary are like an email service provider, right? You have your own inbox for like your personal inbox, but then also you want to send marketing emails. So we love Klaviyo, but MailChimp, Constant Contact, Shopify even has come out with their own platform recently as well. There are a lot of great solutions there. A project management system is number 2. So something like Asana, Trello. I have a video all about comparing those programs. So definitely check that out if you're on the fence. And then a platform to communicate internally and to kind of put notes and thoughts, a little bit less of a project-y program, but something where you can actually ask questions, have communication about the different things that are going on internally. Something like Slack or Microsoft Teams is really great. And then kind of creative platforms where you can make imagery and creative assets and also work on some video and stuff. A lot of video editing can be done right on your phone or within apps like Instagram, TikTok. But we still love Canva. We love PicMonkey. I'm learning to love Figma right now. That's the newest one for me. And kind of that's it. Of course you have your website. Of course you have, how all the other operations sides of your business. But in terms of actually marketing, that's pretty much it. And we definitely want to give you permission to not feel like you are missing out on anything. Don't have FOMO over newest, latest, and greatest tech tools. If you are hitting a pain point and you recognize that you need something, you're able to identify that need and you can find a new solution, then that's awesome. Then that's amazing. No fault there whatsoever. That's great. That's what they're for. They should be making it easier for you to operate your business and not more complicated. And it should not be more time consuming to kind of work within the platforms that you're using than when you weren't using them. Hope that makes sense. So that was my little rant about content type that I thought might be a good idea, but in actuality, just didn't feel like the right fit for us. But if you are interested in seeing any particular tech tools compared or doing a deep dive on anything in particular, then definitely let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to spend some time kind of researching and using those tools to give a review. But I hope that this was helpful. Definitely check out our Marketing on a Budget guide. And if you want to check out Appsumo as well, we have a link to that. I hope you have a great day. And I hope that you have found this to be helpful in your journey to create a sustainable business that's not only great for the environment, but also sustainable for you as the business owner to operate. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.